Hello and welcome to another jungle video, and in this one we are going to be going over some tips, fundamentals, and principles that you might not be thinking of, but you really should in order to climb in Season 12. I'd like to give you a bit more details about what this is about in terms of a thematic, but there isn't one. Just simply must-know jungle tips that I feel I want to present to you that have a very real-world consequence and example base, and such the tips should be actionable for you to improve your own gameplay. And if you happen to maybe be missing out on recording some of these plays so that you can VOD review them later, or maybe you have 2 Baron steals 1 game with Volleyball and then you can't record it because of League's replay system, the sponsor for today's video is Outplayed. Outplayed automatically records kills, assists, deaths, and other important moments so you don't lose things like Baron steals. It takes less than a minute to set up your settings for League, from highlights to a full session, set up hotkeys for that crucial, Baron steal. I'm not upset. It's okay. Share your highlights easily via Discord, YouTube, or anywhere else, but for the montage enjoyers amongst you, the video editor is easy to use and primed for your hashtag short creation. Click the link in the description below to download Outplayed for free to ensure you can capture every game-winning play you make. I want to talk about this ex-Diamond jungler who asked a question for a VOD review on stream. He'd been struggling to get back to Diamond, he's in Plat currently, and afterwards, as you can see from his win rates, the tips I provided just helped him refocus himself, apply some fundamentals, and all of a sudden, boom, he's back to P1 and on his way to Diamond. So hopefully those of you who are looking to get to Diamond, whatever your rank, can use these fundamental principles to climb yourselves. Let's get into it. What is this monkey behavior? What are you protecting? Dizzler, what are you protecting, my friend? What are we protecting this? What is this? What are you doing? What about protection in the river? What about stopping? Like, you've got here your support and ADC in an aberration of an event where they're actually 5-pointing and you refuse to 5-point. I mean, your mid lane is AFK, but who cares? You don't need her. She's locked anyway, but your support is here doing a decent job. Wait, mid lane is here doing a decent job. Your support's AFK and your ADC is just chilling here. Versus Invade, Freddy 5, who has a Giga Turbo Hook. So this is actually quite nice in a way, like there's no need to be dancing around. Look at this, great, this is excellent. You see, this is exactly right. Fortunately, we kind of know that they're leaving, but they wore the red and we're just, I don't know, practicing our meditation exercises. As soon as you see the 5-stack do this, it gives you the window toward this avenue or the red buff. So now you can tell exactly what he's going to be doing, while you still have time to go back to your blue buff. So for me, these little things are big because even though you're gonna know the Rek'Sai is being leashed on the blue, Pike has no interest in helping. Disease, man. All right, so at this point, with the Jhin leashing, right, it's cool and all, but what if the Rek'Sai does red grump blue? Sorry, blue grump red. What if Rek'Sai does blue into Raptor's red? Who knows what they do, right? This ward here will give you so much information about how to read the map. So let's see what we do. I'm not looking at clear fundamentals, obviously. Yeah, this is gonna learn a lot from this, but he knows his Lee Sin. Clears are always something we discuss frequently. And now because they know that you started on the top side and am I seeing these pings correctly, ladies and gentlemen? Am I seeing this? Is Rek'Sai going on an invade adventure with prior mid lane? Oh, drag the camp, too late. Too late. Observe. The Rek'Sai is already here. Okay? Already here. Now this is a nice little cheeky invade from the Rek'Sai. If you would put this over here and you see 242 and there's no Rek'Sai walking across, alright, you know straight up that the Rek'Sai has done the blue, but is looking to do something else. Especially if seeing as you would see the Rek'Sai cross. You would see the Rek'Sai cross. So we know that at 242, a Rek'Sai that hasn't crossed Raptor Pits must be looking at something somewhere over here. Now, even though he hits the blue buff, the red buff, drag the camp immediately, because you would see the Rek'Sai immediately. Now what you're gonna do is use a full rotation of spells, okay? And the Rek'Sai has time to set up, see you, and react to it. This is all level 1 stuff. And Silas is prio. You gotta see that. We don't even know where Rek'Sai is, but you gotta see this dude's movement. Lazy level 1s, lazy information gaining, cost you games. And the entire last week's video was all about early game stuff. All of it was early game stuff. Fundamentals, hypothetically. Hypothetically, Seraphine should dominate the Silas and have Giga Prio. And you're typing in chat, how does a Seraphine lose Prio to a Silas? Who cares? Stop playing what should be in Platinum, and Gold, and Silver, and Bronze, and Iron. Stop playing what should be. Play what is. Always. You have to play what is, and that's, as a jungler, is the most challenging thing, because what is always changing and flowing. And this little observation here of, hey, their whole team's invading, I'm sitting here, I can move on up easily with enough time to slap a ward in the high traffic zone of the Raptor camp, get some good vision, fall back down to my blue side, see at 242, okay, hold up, I'm a little slow, Rek'Sai hasn't shown, maybe there's an invade, and as soon as you see the Sylas, and you see this, right, yeah, Zeri has died and bot lane is getting perma-fisted, but there's nothing you can do about it. And why are you walking up? You know, walk down and you have flash. Walk down and you have flash, alright? You also have Q up in 4 seconds, so we're just trying to use the Krugs maybe as, like, why would you do this? If you have this available to you, why don't you do the ward hop down, okay? Flash to create some space, and if they flash again, you can always use your Q to navigate through Krugs and yada yada, but I think that's fine, right? If like you ward hop and flash towards a Zeri, who bless her tiny soul is actually coming to help you, you'd live. And living is the most important thing. Now, what's interesting is, you see the guy still there. You see the guy just freshly smited. We're still going to the bottom side here. You could very easily look to take top crab and invade the red buff. You're going bot side here. I do think, at the very least, an attempt there is good, but this is fine. Kenya did this as well, but that's against challenger junglers and mid laners. However, you now have flash up, which you shouldn't. Pyke has no flash. Level 1, we would have seen that. We get hooked anyway. We cue the minions, some mechanical gameplay. Zeri gets hooked. Jhin is coming forth. One more. I mean, the Jhin doesn't have flash. He has heal, though. He could have tried something, but... yeah, I'm not a fan of that, necessarily. No, this crab is gone. This crab is gone. There's two schools of thought. One, I see the Rek'Sai here. The Rek'Sai is going to fall back to that. The Rek'Sai assumes you're going to go to the top side, right? But you just saw the Rek'Sai smite, right? Smite the red. Here is a little bit of a tip for all of you in these situations. Look at the smite charge and look at the smite charge. You see that? It's really small, but it says 74 seconds. Because if a jungler smites twice by 315, and you can press tab and see this, 3 smite charges, you know that the next charge is coming up in over a minute. Whereas you still have yours. So this, if it comes out to a fight, with your flash still being up, is a very easy secure. And you can be pretty quick about it. You also have an item advantage. I understand your trepidation, but watch what a platinum jungler is doing. Watch what the platinum jungler is doing. Because you're also showing, right? So you know that he's doing this. You know he's gonna see you go for this gank. Is that enough time for him to cross the map and go somewhere? No. So actually, the Rek'Sai is just saying, okay, thanks for your Raptors. Very, very suddenly, out of base, the Rek'Sai knows you're here, and this is honestly... patiently. Anyone got the Eminem song Patiently Waiting ready to play? Yes. Yes. You cannot predict this, Dizza. You cannot predict this. And this is the whole point. The Rek'Sai isn't fully abusing the lead that she should have gotten, and at the same time, you could have taken all of this. You see what I'm saying? You know the Rek'Sai smiting your red, taking the crab. You know that. You have that time. What you can do very easily is just go straight to the red, and you're back to crab, or if you're not feeling comfortable with that, you can still take the crab and maybe look for mid lane immediately. And if Rek'Sai is busy taking this, you're going to be in the same situation, except you've definitely taken a crab, 100%, which is important because it gets you pretty damn close to 4 in this particular situation. Nevertheless, you bot lane gank, you decide to go mid lane for a gank, Rek'Sai shows up, chains miss, she flashes it, you get knocked up unfortunately, and you safeguard out again. We have flash to use as we need. Can you maybe do something with that? You know, you most likely die, but at the same time, we just saw the Sylas use all his spells. So there is a universe that says maybe we can do something in this situation. However, if you don't, mechanically, that's just a mechanical play. Please, for the love of all things sacred in this universe, don't walk on up to the wave, okay? And then move in a position where the Sylas can chain you. Like, this screams to me of, we've just messed up basic fundamentals, level 1, 2, 3. We've died because of it, and now we're playing a little bit unhinged. He now flashes with his chains, but you've got to be able to flash. You can see where he's going with this. Flash before, like in this moment, you got to flash down. You have to, mechanically. Why are we dying with flash up? We're not double lift. And that's an unfortunate flash, and we dive for it. And you know what? He hit the nice chains. He hit the nice chains, so be it. So if you can flash and the chains hit anyway. And now Rek'Sai, we can follow Rek'Sai while Lee Sin's dead, is low HP and has a free crab. What could you have done alternatively? Well, Sylas is kind of low. Seraphine's kind of low mana. We do not win this 2v2. So if Rek'Sai goes for this crab, and again, if you're tracking the smite, now you know the smite is up again, right? You have smite, she has smite, but you have 4 charges versus her 1. Free crab. And now you're definitely going top side. No, Rek'Sai. Ooh, sneaky. She has smite. She's pulling it out, but she's pulling it out in the wrong direction. Here, good. Nice. Fine. Good idea, right? Good idea. But where's Lee Sin gonna be going? 100%. Topside. Tier 2 Grump, Tier 2 Wolves. It must be. So if you want to yoink this as the Rek'Sai, and again, it's a hyper-aggressive play, you're not gonna have your E on cooldown, right? And obviously, this hasn't quite spawned yet. So what you want to do is pull it up. Up, 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 up. Because they won't see anything. Now really it's kind of warding to protect, but you need to pull it up. So Lee Sin's gonna cross around here, okay, and look at the Grump. Our smite is 450. Look at the Grump. It's at 571. It's at 571. Walks away now, okay, instead of hitting it with another auto, okay? The Grump is at 488, which means if Rek'Sai kited it up, out of vision from the Lee Sin, and she auto smited it, she gets the regen, and Lee Sin will just think it's gone. Now, if you're timing this and understanding what's happening, maybe you think she's here, but at the very least, I've done this and you can actually get away with it a lot in low elo. I'll take our wins there, Dizzer. Sylas is backing. We're warding. Now, she is low, and you're fresh out of base, so what are you thinking right now? You know? You kind of put yourself in the situation where, should I... Okay, bot died again. Like, look at this. Let me see exactly when. Okay, so Lux dies. Look at this. Either Rek'Sai resets, goes bottom side again and forsakes red side, but that's season 9. Alternatively, Rek'Sai stays out and takes red side, which means we currently have a bit of tempo advantage to use bottom side. Most importantly though, very low poster. Now I understand you kind of want 5, right? But this is it. If you head directly here, there's no ways that this is warded, and because you've got the control, you have an extra safety. So if you're watching this as Lee Sin, which you should be because there's nothing else for you to do right now, watch this. You should be seeing this right now. We're moving through try, we're moving through try. Rotate, 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 rotate. I don't know, what do you guys think? I think we get this. So now, let's watch the minimap. Okay, we're clearing. We realize we need to farm here. We do this. Now look at this. Rek'Sai is in Lee Sin's head, look at this. This is a Rek'Sai's in your head. Rek'Sai's not even applying pressure, man. They don't apply pressure on the Zila, but living rent-free, baby. Rent-free. Deep in your head here. Now, if you know that your Raptors are up here, this is highly valuable camp for you, okay? Because if you rotate to this and double kill and shove the wave, you get huge experience back. And because they're both dead, you can afford now to move into this zone, scan, hit the plant, see what the Rek'Sai is doing, because you're confident. Given that we are in this situation, we still have to make the best of it, you know? So like mistake 1, deviation from reality, as it should have been. Mistake 2, further deviation from reality than it would have been. Mistake 3, and you keep deviating from like the ideal game plan, right? I've drawn this out before, we can draw it again. So in this situation, you know the Raptors are up, let's take them. Take them. Move into the bush, pull them into the bush, and just clear them safely. That's what this is. The Rek'Sai has literally full cleared her jungle without exerting any sort of pressure. At least we get this. Eats the dragon. All right. Why are you smiting blue? Don't need to smite blue because it's gonna take you 1,000 years, but this is a nice RNG crab for us to take. We want this crab, we enjoy this crab, we shall secure this crab. So you need smite for that because you happen to be Lee Sin. Smite it, secure it, and now you can go topside because, you know, you're much closer to 6. And now you're forcing this rotational mid lane. Sorry, rotational top lane, here we go. We're looking at her. We're level 5. We missed a Q. Waste of time. Rexa shows bottom side. Just a lot of what if. Rexa's bottom lane. Alright. Where are we going? Why am I so blind? And that's why he mains Lee Sin. Man, like you guys are 8-0. And again, this is one of those games where you can say straight up, it's not your fault that you're losing the game, but it can be your fault that you're not gonna win it, you know? And whew. So this happens because we didn't track the fact that she full cleared when she shows bottom lane again. Pretty obvious with double CS. You go from 28 to 56. That's 6 camps plus the dragon. Makes a lot of sense because you have the crab on this side. As soon as she shows bot lane, you yoink this one. Much better. You can easily maybe snack this as well if you're in a normal game where you're not level 5. Like you should be level 7. You see a bot that's absolutely free Rift Herald. Free as can be. And then from there you can basically say, I'm not going to do that. Doof, doof, nice sequencing. Or rotate, kill, use, catch yourself up in gold. But this is the thing you needed to get back in the game, and Rexa gave it to you by being one-shot on the bottom lane. So as you guys can see, a VOD review, we can spend the whole VOD review in 15 minutes, because as a jungler, while Dizza has not made the worst decisions, he's just made... well, no, he made the worst decisions. But Diz is a good player, guys. He's in the Discord, so I'm being a bit harder on him, but we speak in the Discord all the time. Well, I hope you enjoyed and learned something. It was a little light on the effects, but more deep in the knowledge. I hope you still like that kind of format. Obviously, doing multiple videos like the jungle decision-making test we just did in a week, that's not really possible. It's quite intense to do. I just want to keep bringing you these coaching tips and these fluid tips along with the core content that you're used to, such that you have more to watch, more to learn, and more to climb with. Please do like, share, and comment if you did enjoy and learn something. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're closing in on 200k. The subscriptions have been kind of slow, but you know what? I'm really excited for what we've built here, and that 200k is going to be marvelous to reach. Keep those beards fresh, trimmed, and acutely pathed, just like you're jungling. And as always, I will see you all in the next tutorial.